He may be a mean one, but his heart did grow 3 sizes that day. How the Grinch Stole Christmas is one of Dr. Seuss's most famous works ever. It's also one of the most popular, most watched Christmas specials every year. It ranks very high. I know for a fact it's my dad's favorite Christmas cartoon or Christmas special. And so I don't know why it took me so long, but I finally decided to do a Grinch themed tree. And this one is an homage to Dr. Seuss, to the Grinch, and to my dad. So come with me and find out how I did it. Normally in Bootcamp, which is linked down below, we first fluff out our Christmas tree because we're using an artificial tree. That is all featured in Bootcamp. But then I always say the next step is ribboning. We're going to make an exception this time. The first step we're going to do is put in what I want to call our statement pieces. And that's just because they're a little oversized. So in the DIY decor, we did make this vinyl transferred pick. There's no pick on the back, but we're just going to stick it in the tree, as well as gift boxes. So I want to put the gift boxes into the tree right away so that I know exactly where they're going to go. I am going to move these 2 small trees out of the way for now. I will decorate those off camera using the same techniques, and then we'll put them back. So pretty large. He's going to go at the bottom of our tree, and we're just going to stick it right in there, making sure the seam is at the back. And then we have this smaller guy here. We're going to stick him probably right up here. I think there's some space to get him in there. Now, I'm a little iffy about sticking this in like that, just because it's a little bit bigger than what the tree will allow. So we're going to take a long length of floral wire and just secure it in there. So I'm going to wrap the floral wire right underneath the lid of our round box. Give it a quick twist at the back just to secure it. And now, just like any other ornament, we're just going to take that wire and wrap it around our branch. And now we've got the box secured in the tree. Now we're ready to move into, we're going to stick Mr. Grinch right up top here. Just like that. And I'm just going to put a branch through right there just to hold him in place. Now we're ready to ribbon. We've got a bunch of different ribbons we can use. Again, when I'm doing a themed tree like this where the theme is going to last a year, I'm not going to invest $50, $60 for a roll of ribbon. Whereas with the tree in my basement, which is my DC character tree, I wouldn't mind spending more on the ribbon because it's reused year after year. Same thing with my Disney tree. I don't mind spending the money on ribbon that's going to be reused. But for value ribbon, for a one-time project like this, Costco is a great option. You can get their brand of ribbon. They have different patterns, different prints. This one here is from last year because I planned ahead. So it's green with a red and white polka dot. This is from Michael's. Got it after the holidays at like 90% off. And it is 80 feet. It cost $29.99 regular price. Definitely a lot of ribbon in there. And it's just this really cool Grinch colored polka dot pattern. And even more value ribbon, Temu. I got this Grinch green, almost burlap feel ribbon. That was very inexpensive. And I was also able to get some patterned Grinch ribbons that we're going to use as well throughout the tree. So I do want to start with my main ribbon, which is going to be this polka dot one. I'm just going to take it and throw that down on the floor. I'm going to dovetail it. Again, all of these steps are covered in detail in Bootcamp, which is linked below. And we're just going to make our 3-loop bow. Actually, I think we're going to do a 4-loop on the top of this one. Yeah, let's do a 4-loop. So just, again, pinching and twisting, keeping our loops uniform size, pinching and twisting. And then we're going to do our last loop, like so. So now we've got 4 loops here. I think at the same time, I want to add in some of that Costco green ribbon. So let's just cut a bunch off here. We're going to make a large multi-ribbon bow for the top of our tree. It's the only thing about doing it this way. Sometimes I wish I had an extra pair of hands in the process. So again, we're just going to throw that on the floor. Start by making our loop, making it smaller for the front. We're going to pinch and twist like so. And this one we're just going to do a 3-loop. This is a very stiff ribbon. It's going to keep its shape quite nicely. So I've got all of my loops and my tails here. Let's give that a cut as well. And take a length of ribbon. This is just floral ribbon that's on a spool. I believe it came from either the dollar store or Michael's. You can use the paper covered ribbon as well. I find that tends to be a bit more pricey though, so I like to spend my money elsewhere if I can possibly do so. So again, tying this really tight. Now we're just going to fluff out our loops and our tails. Make sure everything looks good. Just like that. And just giving it some shape and some body. We're going to go in at the end and fluff all of our ribbons and bows out again anyway. But now we want to make sure we go in and just dovetail everything. So I'm going to make sure all of my tails are cut with the dovetail. Like so. And now we are going to take our topper and just stick that at the top of our tree, wrapping it around the bristle that's there at the top. I'm also going to just fold the bristle down a little bit to help the bow keep its shape and stay in place. Just giving them another quick fluff. Like so. All right, so now we are going to continue on with our polka dot ribbon. It doesn't like to cut as well as the other ribbons for some reason, but it is what it is. So now I'm going to start with a double loop. I'm not going to bother wiring the ribbon going into the tree. I'm just going to use the bristles to secure it in place. I'm just going to come over here, stick this in, and fold the bristle around. Like so. And then we're going to start our cascading process. So I'm just going to get a nice loop going. I'm going to pinch it and then just use that bristle to secure it in place. Same thing here. And then we'll cut it. So now we'll come over, we'll do one over in this area. I am going to go ahead and finish ribboning the tree, and then I'll come back and show you guys the next step. So we have all of the ribbon on our tree, and it's looking pretty good. We're now going to go in and start adding our ornaments. The first ones I want to add are these green Grinch fur ornaments. I did not show in the DIY video how to do these. It's just a styrofoam ball hot glued with some Grinch colored fuzzy fur wrapped around it. It's very easy to do. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick those right in the tree. I'm going to start it in the middle here. So I want to move in a zigzag pattern. So we're going to stick probably one up here. Just going to secure that to a branch. I don't trust it to not fall out. So we're going like this. We're going to bring one down over here and put our third one in. Like so. Then I have some of these large green ones as well. Actually, before I do that, I do have some that I picked up at L'Oreal in these gorgeous apple green. These were $9.99 each. I will link them down below for you. And what I love about them is they come pre-wired. You don't have to worry about wiring them. They're already wired for you. So we're going to stick one right here to start. And just wrap that wire around our branch. And I think I bought 3 of these, if I'm not mistaken. I did. Just taking the tags off of them. We're going to stick another one right over here. And this is somewhat visible from the other part of the dining room. So I am making sure that wherever the tree is visible, I'm adding decor. We'll add in our last of the Grinch green ones. I see a spot at the bottom for it. All right, so those are in. Now we're going to go and add in our matte green. I do not remember where I got this one from. Based on the topper of that one, I want to say I got this last season from L'Oreal. And we're going to stick this right here. Like so. And that might have come in a set of something, because I only seem to have one of those. So that's okay though. I am now going to add in a couple of these Grinch ornaments, the Grinch green or glitter. I also got these at L'Oreal, I believe, last season. Or at their annual summer sale that they have. I might have got them for 70% off. I really do not remember where I got it from, to be honest. but it is on one of their price tags. So I know it's from there. I just don't remember when I got it. And then once these green are on, I think we're going to switch out and do some red just for some interest. So let's stick this right up here. There's a spot right in front for it. And again, you use what you have in terms of ornaments. If you only have 2 of something, use it. If you have 5, use it. You don't need to have 100 of each type of ornament to ensure that your tree is going to look gorgeous, because you're decorating your tree for you. So as long as you're happy with the way it looks, that's all that really matters. And again, you always have the option to DIY. If you want it to look more full and you want more of the Grinch green, make some of the furry Grinch ornaments. That one's up there, so let's stick this one over here. All right, so we're going to move our green ornaments out of the way. And I do apologize if you hear squeaking. I gave my dog some carrot in a toy. It's like an enrichment toy, and he is going to town on it, so he's starting to squeak. So I'm just going to take some of this out. This basket is overfilling with red ornaments. I'm going to keep the smaller ones for the 2 smaller trees and focus on putting some of the larger ones in this tree here. But these jewels are really fun. I found these at my Dollarama for $2 each. And they came in white as well, but I like the red better, so that's what I had bought. I don't think we're going to use any of the jewels on this tree, but I brought them up just in case. We're definitely going to go in with this large red mirror ornament. Throw that over here. Again, just finding a stem that we can attach that to, or a branch. Just like so. Okay. And have another one of those at the bottom. This is a newer one. This one is definitely from L'Oreal this season. Or, no, not this season. It's from their summer sale. I stocked up. They had a lot of red and green and golds, so I had stocked up then. And that's a great sale to go to if you can get to the Montreal area. It's usually the end of August until after Labor Day, I believe. It's 70% off whatever Christmas stock they had left. It's because they're making way for all their new stock. And I was getting large 10-inch ornaments for less than $5, I want to say. So it's really worth going if you are in the Montreal area and can get there. So I'm just going to stick him up here, like so. And we're not going to go too crazy with ornaments, I think, simply because we have a lot of fun picks that we want to be using as well. I do want to go in with some of these red disco balls, though. They do scream Grinch to me, just because of the whimsy of them. Go like that. I think we need a red one in here as well. Let's do another red disco ball right here. That's going to help reflect light as well. So, and I always take a step back and just see where we're missing decorations. So I did take the top off of one of them. We're going to just hot glue that real quick. I have my hot glue gun nearby. So we're just going to stick that ornament top back on, press it down so the hot glue will adhere. And then I'm just going to come in and attach that red ball, like so. All right, I think we're done with the red as well. Let's put everything back in here so I have some more room. And then we are ready to move on to the fun, really fun finishing touches, which is all of our picks and florals and whatever else we want to put in. So I did a whole video on DIY Grinch decor, which was released before this video, so I will link it down below so you can see any of the fun things that we've done. And any of the other stuff that is from a DIY that's not in the Grinch video, I will also link down below, but I will mention it. The first thing I want to do is add some of these larger frosted berries. These are from L'Oreal from the summer sale. Regular price on these though is $10.99. So it's a really good price for this quality. The glitter does not come off of them, which is very nice. So we're just going to go ahead and stick that right down into the tree like so. I'm going to do one on the other side as well. And if you need to, you can use one of the branches at the back to secure it in place. And I think we're also going to put, for fun, one of these Grinch hands at the top. These I got a couple of years ago at Hobby Lobby. They were 50% off, so they were $4 regular price, so $2 each is a really good deal for something like that. So sticking that top. Now, the first pick that I want to put in from our DIY is the Grinch hand holding the ornament, because I want to make sure we have spot for it. And the fact that we've got his face here, I kind of think we should go in over here somewhere and stick that in, just like that. Actually, let's do it here where you see it a bit more. So I'm just pushing it in between branches and then using the other branches to secure it in place, and it is being a little difficult. There we go. Oh, okay. Let's try on this side. this spot here looks like it's going to be better for it. There we go. Perfect. The next thing we're going to stick in, I think, is some Grinch feet. I do not remember where I got these from. I believe L'Oreal has them. I will link them. But again, I saw them knowing I was doing a Grinch tree eventually, and I picked them up. So these we're going to stick in like that, as if he's climbing up the tree. Just like in that scene in the cartoon where he goes up the chimney like a snake or down the chimney like a snake. I have to watch it again. But it's a really great scene. Then we also have, from our DIY, a couple of these Christmas trees. I am going to stick one up here. Again, just trying to get it in between branches. So then we'll stick one probably over here. And that's the fun of a Grinch tree, is you can overpack it and it's going to look amazing. And we also have these I got off of Temu. They're green Grinch fur curly cues. You can also make them if you follow the steps in my tutorial in the 10 picks video compilation. I showed how to do them with pipe cleaners. You can do the same thing with a floral wire that you've just gone ahead and wrapped with the green Grinch fur instead. Those we're going to stick in here. We'll do one more over here. Oh, we also want to stick in to this tree a red heart, because everybody knows Grinch's heart grew 3 sizes that day. So we'll stick that up here. And we do have 2 of them, so we'll stick the other one in as well. Over here. Then we also have these fun curlies. I got these off of Temu as well, that we can stick in. So we're just going to stick a few of those in as well. Just trying to find a place for it to stick in, and they definitely make a lot of noise. They jingle jangle for sure. So I'm sorry if you hear that in the microphone and it's jarring. Let's stick this one over here. All right, it is looking pretty good to me. I just want to do a quick step back. I am going to just stick in some of these Grinch green Pampas grass stems. I got these from Temu as well. Sorry, we're just going to wait and see if my dog's going to continue to bark. He saw something outside. He likes being Dad's helper, that's for sure. So we're going to stick some of these green Pampas in as well, just to give some more Grinchiness to this tree. Some up here. And we'll do another one down here. I do have a few other picks, but we're not going to use them in this tree. The ones I have, I did get them online. You can get them at Michael's. You can get them at many stores that sell Christmas decor. They are just these like glitter berry sprays that will cascade. They're a bit longer. We might use them in the smaller trees, but for now, we're not going to use them. The other thing we're not putting in the large tree, but they will go in the smaller trees, are the light bulb picks. I do show how to make these in the picks video, as well as these picks, the ball sprays. And I just had another one on the table that I show how to make. Oh yes. We're also going to be putting in, let's get them untangled from each other, the green curly cues and just these fun chenille stem picks. Those are going to all go into the smaller trees when we get those up. But the last one that I want to include in our main tree is our signs that we made using the dry Mod Podge method. And again, that is in the video from earlier this week, and it will be linked down below. So we're just going to go ahead and stick these in. So I'm going to put Merry Grinchmas in there. And then we can put in a Stink Stank Stunk. And we'll do those in order as well. So I'm going to switch these out though to these ones, simply because the other one that said stink was very similar to this Merry Christmas one that we had with the Grinch. So we're just going to switch that out. Put stink there. Stink can come over here. And again, you can see I'm not putting them in straight up or down. I'm actually sticking them in on the side. And then we can go in with another Merry Grinchmas at the bottom. So that is our main tree decorated. I'm going to go ahead and decorate the two mini trees to complete the Grinch forest, and then we'll come back and show you what it looks like all together. We've decorated both of the smaller trees to complete the forest. The last thing we have to add at the bottom is Cindy Lou and Max, the cutouts that we made in the previous video. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to show you guys what the trees look like all together. And there you have it, a gorgeous, very whimsical, Grinch-inspired Christmas tree. Actually, a whole forest this year in my dining room. Cannot wait to put some gifts under it. Again, if you haven't yet, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Click that bell notification up above to find out every time I post new content. And I hope to see you all back here real soon. We've got some fun stuff planned for the month of December, so I really hope you come back and visit. Have a great day.